Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a very interesting story, that is 1.5, The Necklace. It is a story of a very charming, pretty girl. Her name is Mathilde. The Necklace. Today we are going to see the first part of this lesson, The Necklace. In this lesson, there is a story in which the main character is Mathilde, who was a very pretty means beautiful and charming girl. Charming means attractive girl. Born as if by an error of fate. Error of fate means by mistake, into a family of clerks. It shows that her father was a clerk. It means she was from a middle class family. She had no means of becoming known. Known means famous, understood, loved, or be wedded. Wedded means married to an aristocrat. Aristocrat means the highest class in certain society. It means a rich person. And that's why, because of that, she let herself be married to a minor official at the Ministry of Education. So, as she was not famous, well known, though she was very charming, beautiful, but she was from a middle class family. That's why she got married to a minor official at the Ministry of Education. It means her husband was also from a middle class family. She dressed plainly. Means her dresses were plain, not of a good quality. They were from a normal quality, because she had never been able to afford anything better. So why did she wear such plain dresses? The reason: it was not affordable to pay more and buy good dresses. She suffered endlessly. Means there was no end to her sufferings. She felt that she was entitled to all the luxuries of life. Luxuries of life means a very rich type of life, where the needs can be fulfilled easily and they were having some more than their need. She suffered because of her shabby. Shabby means old-fashioned, poorly furnished house. As her house was also of old fashion, there was not much furniture in her house. All these things that another woman of her class would not even have noticed tormented her and made her resentful. So because of all such things, if there is another woman of that class, she may not have noticed, she may not have come to know, she may not have felt insulted, humiliated, and because of this, Mathilde used to be resentful, angry. She dreamed of a grand palatial mansion. A grand means a very big. Palatial, like a palace where kings, queens used to live, with vast rooms. So Mathilde had a dream that she would have a very big house, like a palace where there would be vast, very big rooms, and there would be inviting smaller rooms. Inviting smaller rooms means there should be smaller rooms which would captivate them, which would attract them, and there would be perfumed. They would be perfumed. Perfumed means such type of smaller rooms would be scented. Perfume would be sprayed for afternoon chats with close friends, so that she would invite her close friends. And they would have chats, they would have words in the afternoon session. So it was her dream to have such a very big house. So she wanted to fulfill her dream of having such a very big house like a palace. But there was no other option, as she was from a middle class family and she got married to a minor official. So she thought herself that she was leading such a miserable life. Yet she had no rich dresses, no jewels, nothing. And these were the only things she loved. So because of the middle class family, she was not having good kinds of dresses. She was not having any type of jewelry, nothing. And these were the only things she loved. She was fond of having such type of things like jewelries and rich dresses because she liked them. She wanted so much to charm, to be envied, to be sought after. So it was Mathilde's wish to have such type of wealthy things so that other people, especially her friends, would be captivated towards her. They would be jealous when they will come to know that Mathilde was having such great things. She had a rich friend, that is her former schoolmate. It means she was studying in the convent school, and in the same school there was one more student whom she avoided visiting nowadays. So she used to avoid to meet her schoolmate. Do you know the reason? Because she thought if she would visit her schoolmate, after the visit she would weep, means she would cry with regret, with repentance. She would be very unhappy. Despair means nervous, and misery. So she would start thinking that she would be leading a very miserable life, unhappy life, that there was much trouble, sufferings. One evening her husband came home with an air of triumph. Air of triumph? As he succeeded in a great task. So there was happiness on his face, and holding a large envelope in his hand. So when he returned from the office, he was very happy. There was a large envelope in his hand. He said to his wife, that is to Mathilde, "Look, here's something for you." It means he showed her happily and said, "Mathilde, look, here is something for you." She tore open the paper and drew out a card. Tore is the past form of Theo. She opened the envelope. Inside that there was a card. She drew it, on which was printed the following words. And the words were, the Minister of Education and M.M.E. Georges Rampening request the pleasure of M. M stands for the husband of Mathilde, and M.M.E. Luzel, that is Mathilde's company at the ministry on the evening of Monday, January 18th. So when she read this matter, she came to know that there was a party on Monday in the evening, January 18th. Her husband thought she would be very happy when she will come to know that they were invited to such a grand party, but instead of being delighted means happy, as her husband had hoped means expected, she threw the invitation on the table resentfully. Instead of being happy, she became very angry, and she threw out the invitation card on the table resentfully, angrily, and muttered, said something in a very low voice. What she muttered? What do you want me to do with that? Means she asked to her husband, what is your wish? What should I do with that invitation card? And what do you expect me to wear if I go? And she asked her husband that if you wish to join me the party, what should I wear that day? Do I have a good kind of dress? It means, according to her, she was not having good kinds of dresses. So she became angry and she asked him, what should I wear on that day? What is your expectation? What is your hope? What's your anticipation? What should I wear? He hadn't thought of that. She also did not think about this, that what should she wear? He stammered, hesitated, confused. Why? The dress you go to the theatre in, it seems very nice to me. And he replied hesitatingly and said, why are you asking such a question? The dress you wore while going to the theatre, that dress also seems to me very nice. So you can wear the same. He stopped, stunned, distressed to see his wife crying. So now he became very unhappy because he saw that his wife was crying. He stuttered. He was startled and asked, what's the matter? Let's see, Mathilde, how much would a suitable dress cost? Now, he didn't like that his wife was crying, so he asked, what's the matter? If you want to buy a new dress, just tell me, how much would be the cost of such a suitable dress? She thought for a moment. She thought for a little time, computing the cost, approximately started counting the price of a suitable dress, and also thinking. She started thinking at what cost should she mention, so that immediately she would not refuse. At last she answered hesitantly. So finally she made up her mind. She decided and mentioned the cost of such a suitable dress. She said, "I don't know exactly, but I think I could do it with 400 francs. She said that I don't know the price exactly, but approximately I think I could do it with 400 francs. So francs is the currency of France. He turned a little pale. Pale? The freshness, the happiness on his face went away, because he had been saving that exact amount to buy a gun for a hunting summer in the country near Nanterre with a few friends. So as soon as he heard 400 francs, he turned a little pale. He became unhappy. The reason? He had been saving exact the same amount, that is 400 francs, and his wish to purchase a gun for hunting somehow, that he wanted to buy such a gun in the summer season for hunting, so that he would go with his friends in the country near Nanterre. However, he said, "Very well, I can give you 400 francs, but try and get a really beautiful dress." So finally he also decided to make his wife happy and said, "Okay, I will give you 400 francs, but try and get a really beautiful dress." The day of the party drew near, and Madame Loisel seemed sad, restless, anxious, though her dress was ready. So as the day of the party drew near, at that time Mathilde looked sad, restless. Restless means upset. Anxious. Anxious means worried. Though her dress was ready, because her husband gave her 400 francs and she must be happy, but she was looking upset. So one evening her husband said to her, "What's the matter? You've been acting strange these last 3 days." So he asked, "What happened to you now? I gave you 400 francs. Your dress was also ready. And why are you behaving in a strange means very different way from last 3 days? From last 3 days. She replied, means she answered, means she gave answer and said, "I am upset that I have no jewels, not a single stone to wear." She said that she was not having a single jewelry, not a piece of stone to wear on that day. I would rather not go to the party. And she mentioned that she might not go to attend the party because she was not having any kind of jewelry. So now her husband had another one difficulty. So he said, "You could wear flowers. They are very fashionable at this time of year." So he said, "No need of jewelry, you could wear flowers. They are also very fashionable at this time of year." She was not convinced. Though he tried, but he couldn't convince her. The next day she went to her friend's house and told her of her distress. Do you remember which friend? That her schoolmate. She visited her and told the reason why she visited her. Her name was Madame Forestier. She went to her mirrored wardrobe. wardrobe where the clothes have been placed. Such a cupboard where the clothes, dresses were kept, and from the outside there was a mirror. She took out a large box, brought it back, opened it, and said to Madame Loisel. So Madame Forestier, it means Mathilde's schoolmate, took out a big box from the wardrobe. She brought it back, opened it, and said to Mathilde, "Choose, my dear." So she offered her that this is my jewelry and find out. Choose, select what you want. First, Mathilde saw some bracelets. So when she saw that there were so many, first of all, she saw some bracelets, then a pearl necklace. She tried on the jewelry in the mirror. After bracelet, she had seen some pearl necklace, and she tried also the jewelry, and she saw in the mirror at herself. She kept asking, "You nothing else?" She kept asking means she was continuously asking. "You nothing else?" means don't you have some more jewelries? Mathilde continuously asked her friend that don't you have more jewelries? She answered, "Why, yes, but I don't know what you like." And that is why her friend Forestier asked her, "Why are you asking such question that don't you have anything else?" "Actually, I don't know what you like. That's why I was asking." Suddenly, she discovered in a black satin box. Suddenly means unexpectedly. She found in a black satin box a superb diamond necklace. What she saw? A very good kind of necklace. It was made up of diamond, and her heart began to beat with uncontrolled desire. Means now Mathilde's strong wish was to have that diamond necklace. So her heart began to beat with uncontrolled desire. Desire means strong wish. Her hands trembled. Trembled means shivered as she took it. As soon as Mathilde took that diamond necklace in her hands started shivering, trembling. She fastened it around her neck and stood, lost in ecstasy as she looked at herself. So Mathilde tried the diamond necklace around her neck. Then she stood in front of the mirror so that she was ecstasy. Ecstasy means very eager, keen, much more interested to look at herself, that how she looks, she wanted to see. Then she asked anxiously, hesitating, "Would you lend me this? Just this?" The diamond necklace was so good, so attractive, captivating. So Mathilde thought that the price of this diamond necklace would be much more. So hesitatingly, without confidence, she asked her schoolmate, "Would you lend me this? Just this?" The words "just this" are used here by Mathilde to mention only one. I want this one. "Why, yes, of course." And so she said, "Yes, of course, you can have this." She threw her arms around her friend's neck rapturously, then fled with her treasure. Rapturously with great joy. She hugged her and then she went away. Fled with her treasure means then she hurriedly went. The day of the party arrived. Madame Loisel was a success. She was prettier than all the other women, elegant, gracious, smiling, and full of joy. So finally, Mathilde attended the party. In that party, she was looking the most beautiful, prettier than all other women, elegant, gracious, smiling, and full of joy. It means Mathilde enjoyed a lot in that party. She danced wildly with passion, forgetting everything in the triumph of her beauty and success, floating in a cloud of happiness. Means that day Mathilde was so happy. She enjoyed a lot. Mathilde and her husband left at about 4 o'clock in the morning. When they were finally in the street, they could not find a cab. See the sentence, they could not find a cab. Here the modal auxiliary could is used to mention the past ability. They walked down toward the scene till they found one. They were dropped off at their door in the Rue des Martyrs, and sadly it was all over for her. So when they reached home, because they enjoyed the party till 4 o'clock in the morning, and when they left the party, they could not get a cab. So they walked down toward the scene till they found one. As they couldn't get a cab, that is a taxi, they started walking till they get one taxi. They were dropped off in front of their door, and sadly it was all over for her. It means all the happiness for Mathilde was over. In front of the mirror, she took a final look at herself in all her glory. But suddenly she uttered a cry. She no longer had the necklace round her neck. So when she reached home, she thought to look at the mirror to take a final look. Then she noticed that there was no necklace around her neck. So unexpectedly, suddenly, she uttered a cry, means she started crying loudly. "What's the matter?" asked her husband. So that time her husband asked, "What's the matter? What happened?" She turned down towards him, panic-stricken. I no longer have Madame Forestier's necklace." She stood up. He stood up, distraught. "What? How? That's impossible." So when Mathilde told her husband that she is not having the diamond necklace, he also stood up, distraught, shocked, and said, "What? How? That's impossible," because while returning they were having the diamond necklace around her neck and now it was not there. So both of them got shocked because we know that it was not their own necklace. She borrowed it from her schoolmate and now it was not there. So she started crying. What to do now? She was not having any other option. Even her husband was also shocked. What to do? He was also not getting. So in this way, the first part ends here. So students, we have seen that Mathilde, who borrowed the diamond necklace from one of her schoolmates, that is from Madame Forestier, and at the end of the day while returning home, she lost it somewhere. So now they may be in great trouble to find out the diamond necklace. Thank you.